Anger tortures the person himself, so much so that he even loses sleep. He is ever burning within by seeing that another person has obtained a particular status. He is ever waiting for the time when that person is again deprived of that bounty. Quite often a jealous person fails to recognize his wishes and perishes in the fire of jealousy. Science and research has established that psychological disorders affect the physical body and result in physical maladies. Heartache and diseases also affect physical organs. The human body is affected by it, and the organs fail to perform their designated functions. Rather, the effect of every disease is the same. Physical sins are caused by diseases of the heart. Heart is the ruler of the kingdom called human body. The tongue moves in compliance with the commands of the heart. Similarly, all the voluntary actions are related to it. Obviously, when the heart is sick and uncontrollable, the words and deeds of that person are in complete disorder. He will perform improper actions and utter rubbish, and his actions shall be against human nature. They shall deviate from humanity and path of religion. Thus whatever sin a person commits, it is due to spiritual ailments. Therefore, reason dictates and religion commands us to make every effort to cure the disease of our heart. We must care more for the well-being of our heart. When the heart is in a bad shape, the body is affected. The army commits injustice when the king is a weakling. 1616. Amirul Mominin Ali A.S. says, people of Marifat recognition see that the worldly people are more concerned about physical death, while more serious is the death of their hearts within their living bodies. 17. Physical death deprives the person of a few days of worldly pleasures. Those pleasures had also been accompanied by thousands of discomforts. However, the death of the heart and conscience deprives one of righteousness forever. The pure eternal pleasures turn their back towards him, and man cannot spend a purified life of a human being, whether in this world or in the hereafter. Therefore we must not take the spiritual maladies lightly, and we must not be careless with regard to their cure. Just as carelessness is unsuitable with physical diseases, in the same way reason dictates that we pay utmost attention to such spiritual maladies, because they are more dangerous. Physical diseases can lead to death, while spiritual diseases make one afflicted with eternal degradation. Depravity of the society. Different types of evils are increasing day by day in the society. Thinking upon the root cause of this, we realize that all corruption, depravity and crimes are due to a type of psychological disease. And the same psychological disease or weakness instigates man to commit inhuman acts. Every type of unrest, robberies, unbridled passion, sensuality, drinking, drugs, destruction of family life, divorces, hard-heartedness, anger, suicide etc. are due to one or the other kind of psychological disorders. In other words, it is due to the lack of human feelings. It is the responsibility of the government to take concrete steps for the psychological health of its subjects. Today, psychological cure is more important than physical health. Sophisticated hospitals, clinics and medical colleges are established for physical ailments. Huge pharmaceutical companies are built to produce medicines. Numerous research laboratories are engaged in discovering new medicines. All of them aim to seek the cure of human sufferings. They are very much the need of the hour. But why are we oblivious of the psychological and spiritual ills? Man is always caught in the trap of psychological diseases, and in this same condition reaches the jaws of death. Why do people not take any step to save humanity from perdition? Rather, they act in the opposite way. Knowingly or unknowingly, various propagandas are being carried out to destroy psychological health. Efforts are made to kill humanity and morals and to trap the human society in the quagmire of sensuality, unbridled passions and wantonness. Jealousy, an example. News reports mention that Swiss doctors have instituted a committee to find the cure of jealousy. This shows that doctors consider jealousy an ordinary disease that is harmful for human beings. Just as they are in search of new cures of tuberculosis and cancer, in the same way they strive to arrive at a cure for jealousy. We do not know how and through which method these doctors have begun their research. Whether they shall be successful in their endeavor or not. Anyway, a dignified thought process has been initiated, and this alone is a cause for hope. People are aware of the disease of jealousy since times immemorial, but They have not been able to find the cure for it. They are unaware of the medicine that can cure this disease, which has destroyed families and made family life hell. So much so that except for Islam even, the other religions have nothing to offer against this terrible malady. Ethical and moral schools are also ineffective. Humanity is continuously burning in this fire of conscience. Jealousy has taken hold of its victims like an evil spirit. We believe that jealousy is worse than cancer. Within a year cancer kills hundreds of people, but jealousy can destroy millions in a second. Most battles in history originated in jealousy. Alexander had the quality of a crocodile. He used to look upon his contemporary kingdoms with a jealous eye. He had also invaded Iran. One of the factors that instigated him was jealousy. It is said that he set the throne of Jamshed on fire, and this fire reached up to the door and walls of the palace. Alexander witnessed this scene while enjoying wine, and he was laughing aloud in joy tempered with anger. That is, the flames of jealousy emitted from his mouth. Studies reveal that the fire of jealousy burnt forever in his heart. The massacre and atrocities committed by Hitler in the Second World War were also rooted in jealousy. According to a writer, Hitler was a very jealous person. He could not bear to see someone wearing better clothes than him. He used to be jealous of the person, and in some way or the other he managed to destroy that dress. Hitler is supposed to have said in an interview, "I cannot bear to become aged and see young people occupying my position." An expert of history is of the opinion that the large-scale destruction perpetrated by Hitler was due to jealousy. He used to cool the flames of his jealousy by such gestures. 18. It is good to know that a group of Swiss doctors are paying attention to a psychological disease. However, they should know that the cure of this disease and illnesses like it is beyond human capacity. Only the Almighty Allah is aware of every apparent and hidden thing. If Allah gives divine opportunity tawfiq, it may be possible to derive the cure from the spiritual doctor and the heavenly book that is the Holy Quran. Every type of psychological disease and its cure is mentioned in the Quran. It is also mentioned in the above report that religious teachings and laws cannot take effective steps with regard to the cure of jealousy. If they mean to say that people have not made an effort to seek the cure from religious teachings, it is correct. Otherwise there is no defect or deficiency in the Quranic teachings. Which Muslim has sincerely tried to learn Quranic sciences and act fully upon its laws, and in this way obtain the cure of his psychological ills. Allah will definitely bestow a cure if one acts upon the Quranic teachings in totality after understanding them. The psychological diseases common in Muslims and their decadence is due to the fact that they have turned away from the laws of Quran. Whatever is there is due to our unregulated and unwieldy body. Otherwise your being was not shorter than anyone's height. 19. A healthy soul and a healthy body. We have to follow a set of rules for maintaining physical health. One of the points is that there are some extra parts that must be separated from the human body. For example, the unborn child in its mother's womb has these extra things that are removed after it is born, like the covering membrane enveloping the whole body, the umbilical cord through which it derives nourishment from its mother, and the foreskin of the penis that is removed in circumcision. These are the things that can be dangerous to health if not removed after the child is born. In the same way, there are some additional qualities that accompany the human soul by divine wisdom. They are beneficial to men only under special circumstances. These special occasions are specified by reason and Sharia. For example, ignorance, greed, miserliness, injustice, haste, and the spirit of confrontation, etc. All these are present in man since his inception is confirmed by the Holy Quran. Surely he is unjust, ignorant. 20. Surely man is created of a hasty temperament. 21. And whoever is saved from the greediness of his soul, these it is that are the successful. 22. Man is created of haste. 23. And man is most of all given to contention. 24. In the same way man is described as possessing other evil traits also. He is most ungrateful. Surah Zukhruf 43. 15. Very niggardly. Surah Bani Israel 7. 100. Very prone to despair. Surah Hud 11. 9. Easily frightened. Surah Marij 70. 20. Very hasty. Surah Bani Israel 17. 11, etc. The Quran has also described the infidels to be blind, dumb, deaf, and worse than quadrupeds. For example, Surely the vilest of animals in Allah's sight are those who disbelieve